Hello guys, right, this is probably like the third attempt in trying to get this video out today and yesterday. Just had so many interruptions and whatnots, but I'm going to try and shoot this as quick as I can because it is getting dark and I want to try and get it in its best light. But this is my latest pickup, the absolutely awesome Sideshow Predalien. I've been after this piece for best part of 5 years, and I finally managed to get it. Yeah, I missed out. I missed out on it twice. Just flapping about really, both times. Should have grabbed it, never did. And yeah, I'm just absolutely buzzing that I've managed to pick it up. It was a bit of a mission getting it. It was a 400-mile round trip I had to do to pick this up, and it's big. I mean, it is huge. I don't know whether that's looking big in you know, through the camera, but this thing is absolutely massive. I knew it was big. I knew it was going to be big. I didn't realise how big, especially how wide it is. It is shockingly wide. Once you get those dreads in, it's, whoa. At its peak, you're probably looking at, I reckon it's getting on for 27, 28 inches, maybe a bit wider, I don't know. It's stunning. It really is stunning. I've always thought this is the best bust ever made, like mass produced, without even seeing it. And in my opinion, it really is. I mean, look at all this detail that's gone into this, and this is really cool. This is actually translucent, so you can see through that. It's sculpted by Steve Wang, who did the Reaper that I've got. I just can't believe that they managed to produce something like this for, you know, mass production. Although there was, I think it was 500 to run. What else is there to say? I mean, for me, that's the money shot right there. That angle is kind of the angle I want to pose it at, but it is massive. Like, if I put my arm, my hand, I mean, that just gives you an idea. I can't even really fit it in, of the size of this thing. And it goes right the way back. You've got those kind of bladdered bits there. It is a stunning piece. These dreads are on pins. They just pop in, they're all numbered. They're a bit fiddly because they sort of overlap one another. But what is cool, it's not, you know, it's not symmetrical. Like the left side's flowing a little bit more than the right. It's a crazy looking piece. I mean, some people will say that the Alien Warrior is the best bust, or the Sideshow Predator. I've always thought it's this, and I still think it's this. Just the sculpt on it, the sheer size, and the sculpt and the detail. I mean, they've gone all out on this thing. Crazy amount of detail. Paint job's really good. Although the finish could be better. Something I'm going to do. I'm going to gloss him up. It's all a little bit too dry, so it's an easy fix. And then you've got this absolutely awesome transparent dome which shows the skeleton underneath and the eye sockets. It is phenomenal. If I take you around the back, and I'll try and show you. It might be a bit too, it's probably going to be too dark, but just to give you an idea, like all the details all underneath as well. You can't really see it, but it's even painted well. There's all little speckles in there, and this is like the underneath of the bust. It is just can't focus in. Come on, there we go. It's a masterpiece. It's an accomplishment, an absolute masterpiece. I mean, look how big that is. I wish I'd shot it a little bit earlier on. I got interrupted. I'm not really showing all the, you know, the detail as such, the paint job in all its glory. But you can obviously see the nod towards the Predator with obviously the spots and the mouth. It's mind blowing. I'm absolutely buzzing to have this piece. Like I say, for me, it's the best. It's the best bust by any company. Crazy looking piece. It's a bit scary, and I mean that in terms of it's very top heavy towards the front. I've actually put a little bit of cardboard underneath. I'm going to have him over there. I've had him in the corner over there, but I'm slightly worried because I was playing a bit of Xbox earlier on, and my subwoofer's around there as well. And I just thought if I get a slight bit of vibration, because if you just put a slight bit of weight on that head, he's going over. It is very top heavy. So I'm going to have to move the sub. In fact, I kind of got it not knowing at all where it's going, but for me this is a grail piece, something I've been after for a long time. Wasn't worried about where it's going. You just, things like this, you just find a spot. Look at that. Amazing detail. Yeah, like I say, for me that's the shot there. If you can get a part of the backing as well, that's the way to pose him, or her, should I say. Absolutely beautiful piece. And like I say, I think Steve Wang did this, which is no surprise considering some of the stuff he's done, and the Reaper by Elite Creatures. An absolutely superb, superbly talented guy. Yeah, 400-mile round trip. Had to get up at 4:45 in the morning. Thought I'd make a day of it. And me and my girlfriend went up there. She's really great. She comes along on the road trips and sort of looks on in disbelief, but then a small part of her, you know, she agrees. It is fantastic. I think she still thinks I'm nuts, but I think I speak for every other collector's wives and girlfriends. You know, it's just the way it is, really. The way it is, the way it was, and the way it always will be. Yep, awesome, absolutely awesome. I will be glossing him up. Like I say, as brilliant as it is, I think it needs to be a little bit more wet. So around the mouth, I'm gonna gloss that up. Obviously around the sides, on the body. I have seen a guy add drool in the mouth, on the inner mouth, and on that sort of membrane section at the side there, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know whether I'm going to do it, I don't know. But I'm tempted. It did look brilliant. I just think with something this big, something this rare, and yeah, I don't know, and this costly. I mean, I'm not being You know, I'm going to be honest, it wasn't cheap. One of the dearest pieces I've ever bought. My only slight gripe, like I say, it needs to be a little bit more glossy. I wasn't overly keen on this stencil. It's all a bit too one colour. You can see it's a stencil. It's very all the same colour. I think they should have, if they use a stencil, which is cool, they should have lightly sprayed over it so you got a bit more depth and a little bit more kind of texture to it. But what I do like, I actually thought this was a lot bigger, which I was a bit worried about, but it's actually quite small. But I like the way they've actually done these little dots here and there on the actual dome, instead of just having that stencil at the top there. But there it is. They've covered everything on this and more. Crazy piece. That's my hand in his mouth. I mean, it is huge. It really is huge. I had fun getting it out of the fella's flat down his stairs. That was great fun. And then I borrowed my mum's car to pick it up, and even that was a struggle. But it's here. It's all good, and I'm thrilled to bits to have it. Anyway, I will see you on the next video, whatever that will be. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the vid. Take it easy.